Hey everybody, I am working today on cluster fun again. I had a recent playtest um, on it and found a few things to fix. And I think I need to save something here. There we go. All right. And so going over here to my to-do, I'm just going to be working through items on my to-do list to see how far I can get in the time I have. So first item, let me make this bigger. This is probably way too small. And there we go. Okay, so quick overview. This is a test harness that I've made for my game. So my game is a jackbox style game. There's a presenter here, and then I have up to 4 clients. I mean, the game can support more than 4 clients, but this test harness supports different clients. I've set up my test harness to have display ratios for the different types of displays. So this would be like a typical modern iPhone display, and then we have some older phone displays, and this is what you'd expect from, say, a tablet. And so that allows me to see how the game looks on these different form factors. That's one of the trickier things when you're writing an app that's meant to be played on mobile, is you have all these different ratios of screens, and it's annoying. Okay, so first thing is I realized I wanted to run the vibrate command so that the game goes like this. Click here to start. So now you have these players that are trying to spell words across, moving around the grid. So let's just do ham and submit it, and then so you'll see the words show up on the grid. And so what I want to have happen is I want to have a little vibrate prompt whenever a word is accepted. So first I need to remember how to do a vibrate command, and I've done it already somewhere here. Great. Yeah. So here we go. So I have this special class called Safe Browser, and what it does is it allows me to it encapsulates thinking about the type of browser I might be running on. And also, so this vibrate command is exposed here too, because it's not always okay to call vibrate. So anyway, safe browser.vibrate is what we want, and this number is really tuned for the Android has better vibration control than the iOS, so we're just going to do simple vibration stuff. This vibrate call, it wants to have, as I recall, it takes millisecond arguments of how long to vibrate, how long to wait, how long to, etc. Repeating. So you can do 1 argument to make it vibrate, and 3 arguments to make it vibrate, wait, and vibrate again. So you can send vibration signals that way. I'm just going to do a simple little tap just so you know that your word was accepted. So there's our vibrate call. So let's do something like that. I'll just copy that. And then we want to do it inside the client we're messing around with. So in the Fumius client model. All right, so the models are where we think about the game logic. The presenters are where we actually do stuff. So let's do coding by intent. Start on the Fumius client, which is showing this output here. And inside the Fumius client, what we want to do is subscribe to some kind of event that will tell us that we got the word accepted. So here's our game screen. I'm not sure that's, yeah, here's the client. So what we want to do here is, oh, there's no constructor active here. That's okay. So I think we'll do it in the game screen because there's a constructor and this is where we're subscribing to stuff. Okay, so this is a subscription to an animate event. Then we want want a props.appModel. Oh, we're not subscribing to the onTick. We are subscribing to just a straight up event. Now, this I have a enum here called game events. I think it's called events. It's going to be Lexible event. Yeah, there you go. Lexible game event dot response received. We want to have an event called word accepted. And then it's going to say, give me a subscription ID. This is just for debugging purposes. So we'll call this the game client. And then it says it wants a function, something to do when this is called. So we'll just do this, do. So when the word is accepted, is there an argument, that function? I don't think I passed an argument. Oh, it could pass args. In this case, I could pass the word, but I'm not going to. So I'm just going to do this and then do a safe client. Oh, hold on a second. I want to be able to see my chat room. Okay, safe browser. There you are. Dot vibrate, and I'm just going to do a short one, little 50 millisecond vibration, like so. All right, now we're coding by intent, and the browser's saying, hey, I don't know what, or the compiler is saying, I don't know what word accepted is. So let's go there, go to definition, and word accepted is equal to word accepted. I am not typing well this morning. Okay, now we need to generate this event. And it's going to be where we handle a message saying that, oh, I'm in the presenter model. What the heck? This is like totally the wrong place to do this. What? Oh no, I'm in the right place. So word accepted is we need to be back on the client. All right, so we have down here responding to messages. Oh, I'm sorry, we should be in the client model. All right, so we subscribe to messages in the client model. So we have scored word messages, the one that we want. So we'll go to that function. So here's where we get, when we get this message, the presenter is telling us that this word has been accepted. So we do the stuff to mark a word as scored. So all we got to do is do this dot, I think it's spawn, no, trigger, okay, now I'm confused because I can't remember what, oh, am I in the Fumius client? No, I should not be editing that one. Yeah, that was a screw up. Why is that even open? So, don't want, that's, my Fumius game is a template game. So I should have recognized there. I didn't even know why any of that was open. Okay, so back to the Lexible client, and make sure, let's just close this one here. It should not even be open. The Lexible client is where we want in the game screen. That's the client. And here's the game screen. This is where we want to subscribe. Okay. Click. Yes, that's what I wanted. All right. Now, in the client, we want to do this here. Now I want to send a new message, and I'm just like not remembering how to do that. So I'm going to go to this definition here, because somewhere by this, all right, we want to see where we trigger these events. So find all references. So we're all the way on the base game model. We're going to get the event, invoke event. That's what I wanted. Why could I not remember that? Invoke event, and we want a lexible game event dot word accepted. That's it. No arguments. Okay, so now when we accept a word, we should see that run, and I'm not entirely sure. Oh, look, an error. Failed to compile. Well, let's fix that. Sometimes it's just a matter of resaving the file. That's a weird error. What is that? Cluster find game component, line 53. Okay, fine. Line 53. Why are you even complaining there? Derived client type helper. Instantiate game. That's just weird. Let's just restart the whole thing. Oftentimes there's like a saving issue, and sometimes the caching on the compiler gets messed up. And if you get errors that don't make sense, just restart the whole thing. Line 355 and this guy. Oh, can I do this? Wait, flexible percent model 355. Sorry. Okay, so now the next thing I wanted to do is on the client, when we actually trip this guy, I just want to do a little console log just to make sure it is happening. So let's turn on this here, console. Let's make it bigger so you guys can see it too. Starting the game. Oh, it refreshed. Started here. I was already there. Refresh. We have a game. We're playing. So let's go, and we're looking at the console. So if I just say, I gotta find a word. Men. All right, here we go. Submit. Okay, it worked. Boy, that was a whole lot of work for something stupid. So down here in the to-do, we can say we're done. Let's check in what we've got. Added vibrate to the client for when a word is accepted. Hooray. Okay, next one. Teams are not preserved on refresh. Okay, so there's a problem here. So you notice that we have Stanislav on team A and McKinsley on team B. But if we refresh the window and we reload from the thing, okay, now is this bug not going to repro? So what happened before? So let's go into our client model and just make a stupid change in the code. So that forces a oh, it didn't really recompile there, did it? Let's make a real change in the code. And it does a recompile. Stanislav's still on the left. Well, maybe it's not a bug. Okay, I'm just going to call that one no repro. Okay, for some reason, when the game went before, when I was playing with it, when I was playing with it, it would not preserve the team siding. Like Stanislav and McKinsley would switch sides. So, okay, I'll just mark that no repro. I'll just delete it. Quitting the presenter does not clear the game from memory. So this is another bug where if I quit here, it would take me back to the cluster front page. But if I refresh, or if I went back into the game, it still thinks it's playing. So quitting did not fully kill the game state in memory. So I need to patch that up. So, and I might need to change the template for whatever I do. So let's find this quit button. We'll just search for text quit. No, this is what a disaster. Okay, let's look for the whole word. Okay, so we will go into the lexible presenter. There's our quit button. And this is going to call quit app, which should be on a base class. Indeed. Oh, interesting. So we called storage clear. That should have done it. Okay, let's see what's going on in storage clear. Okay, so we are deleting all of the keys in the cache for this guy. So let's just put some console logging here. Console.log removing key from cache. And the key is that. So let's refresh here. And I should just be able to quit and see what it's doing. So it is removing the lobby state that's like doing everything. So if I go back again, does it still think it's playing? Why? Why do you think you're playing? Okay, so we'll quit again. All right, so we need to look at what we have stored in memory here. And the way you do that is you come into, I'm going to make this a little smaller, I'm sorry. We want to look at the application. I store everything in an IndexedDB. And there's definitely nothing there. I don't think I'm storing anything in local storage. Even so, there's nothing there. But you know, let's just delete it. Just so I can... Oh, there's nothing there to delete. Okay, fine. Am I storing things in this session? Oh. Maybe I'm not storing an index. Okay, it's session storage. And... Okay, so it must... The accessor I'm using must not be removing the actual item. So what's the cache? Go to definition. The cache is just a regular map. And okay, that should definitely, yeah, I don't even know why I'm bothering with that because I do this. So the problem must be here in remove item. So remove item is not doing its thing. So I have a nice storage accessor. Find the implementations. There's a memory accessor. Is that what I'm using? Find all implementations of that. There can't be just the one. No. Where is this? Let's find remove item. Yeah, see, I've got two of them. I got the, oh wait, no. No. Am I doing this all in memory? It's just... Okay, it's been a while since I've been in this code. I thought I was saving it to disk. Oh, I know what's wrong. I know why. It's actually, okay, my accessor looks like the session state. thing. And so I'm passing a real session state when this is constructed. And to prove it in this guy's constructor, my storage constructor, let's see where I reference him. Find all references. Here is the storage helper. So I'm getting the storage available. If yes, so I'm either using a memory accessor or the session storage. So let's just put a console log here. Console.log storage available and whatever we have here. Okay, so now we go to the console. Yeah, it says it's true, so definitely available. Okay, so if storage is available, we're just returning session storage. That's what's going on. So session storage is not actually removing the key. And it's definitely not, because we can see it's not removing. So what the heck, guys? Why is the session storage not behaving? And it just says it does it. Okay, so back here to the application. Session storage, there you are. So you're just preserving everything and you're not removing anything. So let's double check that the things that we're trying to move are the same keys. This.cache, oh, no. Okay, so back here, console.log key, just make sure everything's good. Key. Alright, so if we quit down here, console, quit, oh, quit. Alright, so let me just copy these things here, paste them and some text here. Alright, so if I look back on the application, so it's underscore, this is the one I care about, test presenter. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, there's a test presenter lobby state. Let's just make sure that copy this, and let's just compare it to see if it's the same text. Yeah, that's the same text. So I'm trying to delete that guy. But, so let's see if there's some documentation that says why session state remove item is not going to work. So, session state remove item does not remove value. Bigger. Session state. How to remove an item from session. I don't want ASP.NET. I want JavaScript. Okay, still giving me ASP.NET stuff. Okay, remove. Is it just remove? This is Microsoft thing. I want window session storage. That's a web API. Maybe I could use that instead of what I'm doing, and that is okay, now I'm confused. So where do I go to go to find our references? here, and so we're passing session storage. Go to definition session. Oh, it is session storage. Window.session storage. Yeah, that's why it was screwed up. Session storage. Remove item. Okay. So remove item. We're passed a key name. We'll remove that key from the storage if the object exists. Okay, but it's not removing it. And I'm not seeing any real articles on this same problem, so it probably means I've got just a stupid bug somewhere. Now this shouldn't matter, but I'm going to say window.session. Oh, it's not there. Session storage. So if I go to it, it's probably on window. Where is it declared? That's just a general declaration in the basic library. Okay. Go to def and go to def and indeed. Does that go anywhere? Yes. So clear get item, remove item, key, just avoid. Remove the key value pair. If a given key exists, there's a possibility I'm caching this stuff somewhere and it all gets resaved on the exit. That's a possibility. So this blah. Okay, so let's play around here. Console.log the value, and we'll just get it back. This, oops. So here's a sanity check. This dot accessor dot get item key. Okay, we should get null back on all these. So back here, console, refresh, start. There's the thing we don't want. Boom. Yeah, so it's all null. But something's putting it back. So I think I can trust that this works. Okay. Oh, you know what? I want to trust. I want to make sure that this code is correct. You always got to test your assumptions. So sanity check here should get a value here, should not get a value here. So start over, quit. Okay, yep. So definitely this code works. So it's not this code. Something's adding it back. Dang it. I mean, that's a worse bug. Who is adding it back? Well, we can go to the base game model. That's the one that's doing the saving. And we'll just put a console. Let's see. I think save state is what we want. Save state. No. Save. Okay. Yes. Probably save checkpoint. And we don't want to do it if it's being destroyed. And there should be a quit game here too. Is that quit app? So let's do this. Console.log quitting, so we know we're there, and then save checkpoint, and we'll do it here, and then we'll say console.log saving checkpoint on this.name. All right, now we should see Start. Oh my gosh. Oh, of course, but of course we could call it that much because why is it doing that? So, whoa. Okay. That should not be happening. That looks bad. Oh. Why are we calling checkpoint? We're calling checkpoint on every freaking animate. Are you kidding me? This is definitely related. This would trigger a saving checkpoint on quit for sure. Oh, what a embarrassing bug. Okay, so I'm probably, to really understand this, I need to put a breakpoint here and run it in the debugger. Bother. Alright, let's see who's calling you so frequently. It looks like there's 2 calls. Yeah, okay. So, debug, attach to Chrome. See if that works. Just thinking about it. Gonna work. Alright, why don't we just launch Chrome against localhost? Let's try that one. Okay, now we're not working at all. I'm gonna kill this. Leave that open. Try this again. Launch Chrome. There we go. Slider state, don't care about that. If you don't mind, could you tell me what the extension you're using that shows the author and date? Oh, yeah, like this stuff here. Yes, gladly. The extensions I have installed are here. I think it's GitLens. And GitLens will like add blame and stuff like that. Yeah, sure, no problem. Go Lamat. Okay, back to where I was, and let's just play. Okay, now we're running. Start here. Okay, who's calling me? Over here, call stack. So I am. So in the game state. Oh, so yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That we would expect any change to the game state to do that. Okay, fine. That looks normal. But here's the one that is the repeat one. Handle state. If the stage is over, and why are we calling handle state? So seconds left in stage. So this is managing the state. Yeah, and we have this background function that's running that's managing the state. And so then we call into the handle state, which is defined on the exact game client. And so in my handle state, if the stage is over, I'm saving a checkpoint. And it always thinks the stage is over. So yeah, because this game, yeah, so let me rethink this a little bit. Yeah, for this particular game, all right, so if we're playing, yeah, I think I'm just going to force the save checkpoint here rather than try to do it. Oh, I don't need that. Yeah, so yeah, this is just bad code. And so what this means is, let's find everywhere we're doing this, because this is probably a pattern that, so here's my game template, and Yeah, I'll just make the template look like this and let someone else decide if they want to do this kind of optimization. No. Okay. Because, yeah, that was just a bug I left in there that was hard to see until that particular moment. And we want to save the checkpoint after we finish playing the round. And the same thing here, yep. Oh, interesting. Did I not put a break in here? Okay. I think this is going to fix our troubles. I am almost certain that was the problem. So die there, and let's just go to localhost 3000. Okay, so let's clear all memory, and so that should put us back into the situation where we're good. So application. What? How did that not even work? Clear. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. It re-adds this stuff whenever the game loads. That makes sense. It is clearing everything, but it gets added back so fast that we don't see it. Okay, so play the game. Looks like a... Okay. Now we're joining. Now I'm questioning my sanity because I'm not even sure that what I thought was happening was happening. Click here to start. We're playing the game. Quit. The console. We're not doing all that stuff again. Yes. Refresh. Yes, it stayed quit. We fixed it. Okay, so we can celebrate, but we need to remove turds before we check in. That looks like a turd. So we don't need to make any changes to storage helper. Base game model, that's a turd. And that's a turd. Okay, which means that we don't need to make changes to it. Should disappear. Yep. Yes, that's a legit change. That's a legit change. That's a stupid change. Fresh. And then the presenter model has a legit change, and then our to-do. Okay, fine. So let's go to to-do, mark that as, no, not that one. That one, and just mark it as fixed. Huzzah. Okay, fixed issue with presenter not saving state, not clearing state after quit. So, quick summary in case you're following. That bug was a race condition, and it was caused by I was inadvertently updating state inside a tight loop. So when I had quit the game, it had indeed cleared the game from memory, but then very quickly this state handler came in and saved a checkpoint. So I lost that clear. Another thing that we might do to protect against a race condition like that is to make sure that the clear removes whatever the save checkpoint is saving from. Or maybe, oh, here's checking the game state destroyed. Let's make sure that this is set right at the beginning, maybe, of that quit app. Yeah, this clear interval, that's interesting. Anyway, boop. Let's just mark it as destroyed. Clear the interval and clear storage. That this will probably help us in the future too, just to mark this early, because I do have this guard here protecting me from trying to save a game state if it's destroyed. So I'll just make it save at a better time. And then, of course, just check that in. Tweak to save or to quit app to base model dot quit app. There we go. Okay, to do. Clients are losing. Okay, this is an easy one. So this has to do with my certificate provider. So a little story here. Let me tell you how I'm hosting this website. So maybe that'd be an interesting thing to see. Oh, why aren't you starting? There we go. Okay, so we'll do a whiteboard here. Okay. So how am I hosting this app? I think I killed the pen tablet. That's why. Pen tablet. Run that. Cannot detect a tablet. Oh no, because I plugged it in. Plug it somewhere else. There we go. Okay, now, yes. Okay, how do I host this application? It is hosted on my Raspberry Pi, literally under my desk. Okay, and so this is in my home network. And all right, so my Raspberry Pi is behind this firewall. So I am tunneling. This is called, gosh, I can't, I'm spacing out the name here. It's like a shell tunnel. I'm saying that wrong. Sorry, I can't remember. So I'm tunneling through using just regular telnet kind of protocols into the Pi. So the Pi is actually telnetting out into some intermediate server. And this service has one of those cursed names that I can never remember. You ever get a name and it's like a perfectly reasonable name, but the name you just can't remember it. Like for some reason it's just really slippery in your brain. Oh, why can't I? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I cannot remember this name. It's like Cloud something. Dang it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm just, it's too early in the morning. It's like Cloud, I want to say Cloud Share, but it's not Cloud Share. It's like some other service. But anyway, what they do is like they set up this tunnel so that uh, I can go through my little firewall, and then they provide. I point my domain clusterfun.tv. I point it here. Whatever. That was a whole long explanation for something dumb. And then they route it to my little Raspberry Pi, which is talking to them through a secure tunnel. Well, my WebSockets, which I'll draw in blue, my WebSockets also go through here. That's my socket traffic. And I was noticing mysteriously that if I just left my game alone, after about a minute or so, the connections would die and I couldn't reconnect like I would normally be able to do with socket. Well, it turns out there's some code here to protect socket traffic. So if they see no traffic on the sockets, they need to preserve those ports, so they kill the socket if it waits too long. So to fix this next bug, I just need to send like a little keep alive through here so that I don't lose the socket. So anyway, that's what I'm doing for this next piece. I'm sorry for not remembering names of stuff, but I just wanted to explain why I'm doing what I'm doing next. Okay. So this is probably also something that needs to happen inside the base model, and it's probably not going to be that simple to fix because I need to probably invent a new kind of message for it that is generally handled by the presenter. So the clients are just going to ping the presenter. I could have the presenter ping clients, but then you gotta, I don't know. I feel like well, let's think about that. Should the presenter ping the clients to keep everybody alive, or should I feel like the clients are going to be the fussier of the participants here, and so I'd rather not have the presenter have to be dealing with like pinging clients and saying, "Are you there?" I think that's really the client's job to say, "I'm here," and then the presenter can figure out what it does with the client that doesn't check in. Okay, I've convinced myself. So we want the base model, base game model. Okay, and no, we want the client model, cluster fun client model. So this is the guy that knows how to, that should know how to do this stuff. Okay, that needs to do the pinging. So that this is going to do a thing. It's going to subscribe to the game destroy event to do some stuff. I think what we want to do is subscribe to, I think we'll just set up our own little keep alive. So let's do it like this. Keep alive is a thing that says if this game state is not equal to game state, nope, game state, general game state dot destroyed. If we're not destroyed, then set timeout, keep alive, and let's do it for a minute. I don't like magic numbers in general, so let's just do it like this. Keep alive interval, milliseconds. So then we'll just come in here and say keep alive interval milliseconds is 60 times 1,000. 1 minute. Okay, that should be enough because the internet thing that is like 100 seconds, so 1 minute should be generous without cutting it too close. This dot keep alive in milliseconds. Okay, there we go. All right, so now inside the keep alive function, we need to send the message to a presenter, and we'll go this dot send. No. Oh, this dot app model. No, this dot props. No, for crying out loud. No, I'm in the model. I am the app model. What are you talking about? Why don't I have a message send? Because it's in the base game model. Go to definition. What do you have? You have all right, when we constructed, where is our communication dude? Is that passed in? Is a session helper? Yeah, this is where we make stuff. Add closed listener. Yeah, here it's in our session. Yeah. So session, and I thought I had invoke event, save, stash, unstash, tick. I think I have to. Yeah, ACK message is this does a session send message. I guess I don't have any specific send receive. What? Why did? Am I using a session here? Yeah, I'm doing stuff. I'm adding the listeners. I thought I had a general send message. Meh. Meh. Okay, I was wrong. Yeah, there it is. Oh, it's on the session. Okay. I was not remembering what I did. All right, so on the client model, in the keep alive, we want to do this. We want to send a message to the presenter, and here we are coding by intent. We want to send a cluster fun keep alive message. It's a capital A. So we want to keep alive message. And I think that's all we need to do is just send the player ID. Okay, so that's going to be defined here. Go to definition. I would really have had you open the whole thing. Okay, and I'm going to use my fancy new. Okay. Oh, I was modifying this one. Was I modeling that off a quit message? Yes. So it's off of, yeah, I'll just do this. Okay, now I'm confusing myself again because there's these message type names. Oh, I'm looking in the type definitions here. That's not what I want. Because this is in the cluster fun lib. Okay, stop, Eric. Don't edit that code. Yeah, so this general message is in a library because both the server and the clients look at this code. So out of the front end, there is a cluster fun lib here, source, messaging. Here we go. Cluster fun message. Aha! Quit message. Quit. Okay. It's like the universe is doing something weird to me. This guy. Yes, you. I just need another one of you, but we're going to be this keep alive message. And then this is a stupid thing I have to do here because whenever you want to do reflection type stuff on types and you want it to be robust and to be able to work whenever you have minification going on your ReactJS app, I was talking about this the other day with some devs at work, and I don't think that there is a good way around this other than just caching the name, hard caching the name inside your class so that you can do true discovery on the class even when it's been minified. This is a feature I wish they would perhaps add to Typescript is basically compile this piece of stuff into the classes for me, because I find myself bumping up against this like all the time, wanting to be able to discover class information on objects in a way that doesn't work when it's been minified. Okay, so that's all I needed. So back to the client model, we have a keep. What? Oh, I've got to recompile everything. Okay, fine. Because I recompiled the lib. So back to the terminal, die, cd cd cluster fun lib, npm run build. cd friend npm start. Okay, now I should have it. Oh no. All right, is it there? Is it there? Yes. Adding it. Boom. Saving it. Okay, now it is unhappy in here. Send at, why are you complaining? Not assignable. It's missing the following properties. Flexible player action. Message data. Oh, action data is so it's missing the flexible player parameter of type flexible player action. Okay, so let's go here. Go to definition. It. Okay, flexible messages. And okay, so it wants, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So it's saying, hey, I need a type of this, which is, and the action data needs to be this or this. So Typescript is helping me here, even though it's complaining. I made this change recently, and it only just now decided to pick it up. I don't know what letter select data it is. We'll add it. Okay, and it says, I do not like this because is missing the following properties. Oh, MID. Oh, no. Oh, no, no. Okay, this is a change I made that is catching up to me because it was in this lib and I didn't compile it. Blah. Okay, time to fix it. Dang it, that was a little setback I was not expecting. Okay. This is how we fix this. Okay, so here's the problem. I was trying to, before I just had this one class and I had these properties were inside this class, and then the payload, instead of being typed, was any, and it required this long expression here, and I was duplicating code, and I was circumventing TypeScript, and so I'm going, I really want TypeScript to help me out on these messages, so let's play around with this and let's move it up here. But this guy has some additional, ooh, but didn't I change it? Yes. So that guy, yeah, that's all we need to do. That's all I remember doing this code before. So rubber ducking that helped. This, now that these are optional, it's not going to complain, but I still have to compile it. cd equals from lib, npm build. There's probably a way that I could set up a build system to do this for me, but I don't want to figure it out. Front end, npm, run start. Now, it should not complain anymore. Please don't complain. Yes. Okay, good. Now we have this new code in the client model that's keeping us alive. And this is in the ClusterFun client model. So let's put a console console.log keep alive. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I lessened turds from our previous work. Okay, so this keep alive obviously has to start after we create the session. So here's a session, subscribe. Okay, yes. Session helper. Yeah, so after we call the super, we have our session set up. So, okay, waiting to start, and then I'm just going to say keep alive. Boom. Now, this keep alive will automatically duck out if the game is destroyed. Hooray. So we should see the keep alive running every minute. We can't truly test this here because I'm not deploying it yet, and so but I'll test it later when we do a deployment. Okay, so if we do this, and then we start a couple. Oh, not registered. Okay, cool. How do? Oh, okay. I think that just means I have to register for this on the presenter. So in the presenter model, we just need to make sure we're listening to that guy. And that is here. Because as I recall, if we go to the add listener, go to implementation. What? Not the constructor. Find all implementations. Here, weird. No. This iSession helper add. Alright, fine. Okay, fine. Add listener. There you are. Yes, listener does a registration. Okay, so that's what we want. So we want the base presenter model is doing, there we go. So this guy needs to also add cluster fun keep alive message. So this is going to be keep alive signal, and we're just going to say handle keep alive. And we'll make it look like handle receipts. Go to definition, handle receipts, and we'll call this handle keep alive. Handle keep alive. So this is going to be a cluster fun keep alive message. And we don't necessarily want to go through all the players. We're just going to say here for now, console.log got a keep alive from message dot from player ID. Boom. Okay, we just refresh. I think that'll fix it. Yes. Let's quit. Clear thing. Try again. Do. All right. So I called keep alive. So now, okay. We'll wait 1 minute because I'm not going to go and change the code so I can wait a shorter time. Oh, bother. Yes, I am. I'm going to do it. Let's see if I can beat it. Okay, back in the client model. This guy is going to now be 1 second. Save. Refresh everything. Oh no. Okay. How do I? Oh, I'm gonna have to do. Okay, this is funny. I rarely have to do this, but I'm gonna have to do it today. Delete. Delete. I've got myself in a bad state. So starting over. Do. Oh, interesting. So this is failing because this cannot read properties of undefined. So no session, obviously. If not this dot session, then we're just going to say console.log no session on and this dot name, and then we'll just return. Otherwise, we're going to log that we're keeping alive. Okay, in the console, got the keep alives. We got a bunch of no sessions on. Okay. Weird. Not what I expected. Where'd the session go? What? Oh, haha. This is a gotcha. This is a JavaScript gotcha. Or TypeScript gotcha. Okay. When I call setTimeout, I'm just passing keep alive here. And when I do this, it loses the context of this. There's a couple ways to fix this. The way that I want to fix it here is this. This is an uglier way to fix it, in my opinion. I mean, the other way to fix it is like this, and that you call this .keep alive. But that means you have to, every time you call it, you have to remember to do this. So in order to just make it better, I do it like this. I guess it's not that much uglier. It's just less likely to cause problems in the future. All right, so save that. That should fix our problem. Hey, keep alive. We're keeping alive, getting keep alives. That looks happy. It's working. And then if I like quit, it stops like it should stop. Fantastic. Okay, so that worked. Now I need to go back and put into the client model this 60 seconds so we don't accidentally send keep alives all the day long. All right, looking for turds. That looks okay. That looks okay. That looks, gotta keep alive. No. So we're not going to do anything here. I'll say later on to say maybe do something to be proactive about clients that are no longer keeping alive, like remove from game. I don't know. I don't want to do anything now. It's not that critical. The whole point of this is just to keep that socket open. So do, and this is the keep alive here with the thing. Great. And then this is the client model is changing send. Oh, the type change there, send action, and then the cluster for message change. Okay. Perfect. Oh, wait. Where's my change to the base model? The one where I added the question marks. This looks odd. Yeah, something's wrong there. So remember when I added those question marks? I think I added them up here in this dist. It should really have been added down here in the cluster fund messages. So go to definition here. Yeah. Oh. Where did I make that change? Yeah, I made it here. Okay. I don't want to have that happen again, so I need to do it like this. This number is equal to this. Yeah. This string. Yes, that's it. Yeah. That'll make it permanent so I don't get bit by that again. Okay. Back here. Yes, so if we look at the changes again, there's a change. I was like, wait, I knew I made a change there, but where was it? It made it in the wrong spot. That's a slight drawback for the library stuff. Okay, everything looks good. So bug fix, keep sockets open by sending keep alive message every 60 seconds. Send. Okay. Let's just clear everything. It's getting too cluttered here. All right, back onto the to-do. So that did this. Okay. Presenter should report score words letter by letter. All right, so, okay, so this is not really a bug. It's just something that I feel icky about. I'd call it a code smell. So let me show you. So when the presenter sends a word, so let's look here at the game and see what's going on. So we're in a game, and so if a person says I want to spell yam, all right, so this word makes a round trip. Nothing is happening on the client. The client just sends this word to the presenter. The presenter is the gatekeeper of game state. Clients are supposed to be stupid about game state. They just listen to what the server says. Clients can interact with their game, but if they want to make a change, if they want to mutate the global game state, they have to broker it through the presenter. So they send the word to the presenter checks the word, decides it's okay, does this little thing, and then sends to all the clients that the game state changed, and the clients can update their state. So there is a little smell in the way that I did that. So let's go to our game, Lexible, and let's look at the presenter model. So the presenter model is subscribing to this player action message. So let's go to the handler, go to definition. So the player action message is here where we do a word submit. So then we go to the word submit. Okay. So this is where we basically spell out the word, make sure that the word conforms to the rules that allow you to spell the word. And then if they're allowed to send the word, then we send to everyone this message saying, hey, we just scored the word. This is the player ID, this is the team, and by the way, here's the word in this data.letters. This is the word that got spelled. So far, doesn't look too tricky, but let's take a look at what's going on the client side. On the client side, we're going to get this message here. Handle field word. All right, here we are. Handle the scored word message. Oh, maybe I did this already. Ah. Yes. Okay. You're going to think this is stupid. So here the block is we're setting the score on the block. Ah. Okay. What did I say to myself? Just a second. Let's make sure I'm doing this the right way. Presenter should report score words letter by letter so that they don't have business logic in them. But I did report it letter by letter. And maybe this isn't what I thought it was. Maybe I think I already fixed this. All right. What I was doing before was on the presenter, I just was sending the entire word as text. And then I was repeating this logic here in the present. Like there's some logic here. Up here where I'm asking some questions about whether it's okay to score it or not. And I was repeating that in the client. I must have already fixed it. Sorry. That was a big setup for nothing. Boop. Client window should have a team color. We're definitely not doing that, so let's fix that. That's an easy one. So client window down here. Views, client, and let's just do it in the game screen. Okay, so here you are on the game screen, or rendering the game screen. We're doing, this is the letter, oh yeah, that's the whole thing. We want to do it here in the client itself. Client UI state, client, boom. Okay, so we have a client, and the client is rendering itself here. And let's just set a background here. So let's do style equals background red, my typical go-to to find the client background. Yeah, that's the wrong background. So it's going to be inside the UI normalizer that we want to do this. The UI normalizer is the thing that forces the UI to be 1920 by 1080. It's an easy, nice way to normalize out weird effects that come from differing size displays. But you notice the thing that you miss is that this background here may not match. Oh, but you know what? I do want that background to, we do want to change that background. So let's do this. Yes, yes, this is what we want to do. And the reason we want to change that background is you don't want to see bars on the client. You want to see a consistent color everywhere. And so normally this is white, but we're going to change it so that the whole thing matches. So inside here, I'm just going to do this background to be like pink because I want to see the differences. Okay, yeah, so we're getting red and then pink on the clients. This is definitely the right place to change the background. So let's fix it. So we want to say, let's just say let's have a background variable here. So const background is equal to gray. So that's going to be our background, or light gray. And we'll let it because we're going to change it, and then we can just do this. And all right, so now we get gray background everywhere. That's good. Next, we want to say if app model dot team, yeah, my team is equal to A, then we're going to say background is equal to light yellow. Hopefully that'll work. If app model my team is equal to B, then we're going to say it is light purple. Okay, now we need a my team variable on the model, so go to the client model, and we need a client model observable my team is equal to A. Boop. Okay, so A is yellow. That's great. That's an unhappy yellow in my opinion. Okay. First of all, let's make it get the right team based on when we pick teams. So what we need to do is when we start playing, there is a, in our messaging, I think we have a play start message. Failed word, play request. This is the one, this is the message we want to change. All right, I'm going to use this new form here. This is the old form here. You can see this constructor is no longer well typed, and so it doesn't link to these things here. So if you change the name of something, it's not pretty. So we have a playboard. Okay, so what we want to do here, I'm going to use the same syntax. It's kind of nice to see how these messages separate. So there's the play request, and then here is the failed word message, and then we'll come up here, and this is going to be the stuff for play request message. Okay, so what it needs an export, and then the way that I did it here is it looks like that. So, all right, so we have this play request message data. It goes from cluster from message base, so it inherits from there. Yes, yes. It has a round number and a playboard. Boom. Get rid of those. And I don't think we need an ESLint. Do we need an ESLint disable? I don't think we need to anymore. So we can make the code look even prettier. And this payload is, guess what? It's one of these guys. Now we have connected the two. So that's good. And now we can just simply add our thing here, and that is the team, your team name, which is a string. And now if we save this, a bunch of stuff will break because we're using TypeScript. Dang it. Yeah, it did. That's what we wanted. Doop. So, okay, yeah. So it's saying, hey, your payload's not right. So, create a play request message, and it wants a team name. Yep, team name. Playboard. Team name, but there is no team name. We have to pass it in here. Team name string. Okay, so that makes that happy, but we broke some other spots. Aha, so this guy is going to create a play request message, and we're getting a player dot team. There we go. And so let's go to this guy because I don't like the name I gave it. Go to definition. This did make it the same as the other one. So F2 team name. Oh, question from Beiji. Found you on Reddit. Followed. Thanks. Been working as a front-end dev for 2 years. On Monday, I start at a new company as a React developer. Stoked. That's fantastic. Congratulations. Hopefully the stuff you see here will be helpful and useful to you. I have been working in the industry for, gosh, almost 30 years. I've coded lots of stuff, mostly like C#, C, C++. I've also done like Perl and Java and some other languages. And the React TypeScript combo is my favorite. I truly love it. And I probably will just code it till it's not a viable platform anymore, which will probably be never. It's just so well entrenched. So congratulations. Hope you do great in your new work. If you have any questions about what I'm doing here, feel free to ask. I'm always happy to stop and just explain what I'm doing and give tips. Okay, so back here on this presenter model. All right, it was unhappy because, oh, I wanted to change this. F2 team name. So this is just to keep names consistent around here. And so back to the presenter model, what's the next error? Next error is here. Oh, it wants to create a play request message, and we want to send to, oh, so when a player joins, So the player is being, oh yeah, we set it here, player team name, and so we can just say player dot team name. Boom. Failed to compile, getting closer. Why are you not happy here? Team does not exist. Oh, something didn't get saved right. So this is in lexible presenter.tsx. Boom. F10 or F8. No problems here. Let's resave it. This is a saving issue. There we go. Okay. Now I need to clear everything. Quit. All right. Do. Let's add a few players. Click here to start. Oh, I didn't handle the message on the player thing. So back on the client model side, when we get a play request message, boop, 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 here we say, this dot team name, my team, I should have called it my team, but anyway. Oh, actually, that's just fine, is message dot team name. Boom, like that. That should fix it. So quit, start fresh, new player, you're not working. And okay, so let's see what's going on here. Console.log. Setting team name to, and we want this value. Oop. This dot my team. Like so. So do we get it? Quit, start, clear, actually clear everybody. Oh, that kind of worked. Something happened there. So, oh, I know why. I know why. I was expecting it to behave differently than it was programmed to behave. So on the client here, yeah. So on the client model, I shouldn't default it to A, I should just default it to this. So no team. Now, when I join, they'll be gray. Boom, boom. And then I click here to start, and now everybody's got their team. And A, B, B, A. All right, so Y is the one still gray. So on the client, I guess light purple is not, so let's fix these colors. Let's just do it like this. Boom. So full on yellow is FFFF00. Let's do mostly yellow with a little lightness in it. Purple is not quite magenta. It's probably more like AA. But we can go like 2020. Let's see how that looks. Oh, RGB. R. I need the R. Silly. There we go. And does this match what we're seeing there? That's a little darker of a purple, but it's the same idea. I think I could lighten that up a little more, do the 40. Yeah, there we go. Because that's the spirit of it is we want. Okay, now the select color is yellow, and that we can't use yellow as a select color because, oh no, we use cyan as a select color. But when we see it, we want to make the background of this letter grid neutral so we can see where we're selecting. So let's make the background of this grid gray. So back on the Lexible client, where we do the slider control, here, this guy's background should be style equals background. I really should do this in CSS, but no, light gray. Save. Okay, so our slider control has the letters in it. That is not satisfying. I wish I was a better graphic designer, and then I would. That feels better, and the letters are standing out somewhat. All right, so let's see how this plays. So we come over here, and we'll say, gosh, I can't I say sale, S-A-I-L. So the selection is sticking out. We're seeing a selection down here. I submit, and I'm purple. Everybody sees the purple here. So let's have a yellow team person do something. So we'll just do wand, boom. Oh, it won't let me, so that'll do the red because I didn't do it big enough. So let's do award. There we go. That worked great. You scared the crap out of me. I didn't know you were there. Hi, this is my daughter. Hello, everybody. What's up? People on the internet. See, look, I'm streaming my coding. You ready? You ready to make cinnamon rolls?
Sure, I was just coming in to say good morning.
Well, good morning. I'll be down in a minute to make cinnamon rolls. See you in a minute. Okay, I think it's time to go, folks. That was a good place to stop, so let's check in our code here. First, do a turd check, make sure I haven't left anything I don't like. All right, so this is team name. Yep. Okay, so that's that's the gray and the light gray. Okay, formatting that stuff. Oh, I think I do have a console log in here. Yes, I have a console log. Setting team name to. Had a few turns there. Let's see. Setting team name. So I don't want that in there anymore. I also don't want this populate with. Populate with. Where's that coming from? Populated. Populated with. Here. You know. Okay, and then so we go here. Oh, interesting. That looks bad. I'll have to come back and make sure that I'll make a note on the to-do to go back and fix some of that. So that one should report team colors with the play invite. Did that. All right. Fix console errors. Okay, so if I let's do a full-on clear out memory, refresh, new game, everybody joins, click here to start. Not seeing anything coming down here, that's good. So if we do mail, submit, is that even a word? Apparently, yes. Okay, and then nothing extra here, so that looks fantastic. Everything looks good. All right, back to the turd check. Superb. Okay, so that was rename. This is the client change. This is the presenter. Needed to change some stuff. Oh, those are like name changes on the team name. Yep. Messages changed. The client model changed. Yep. And then, yeah. Okay, that looks good. So added team colors to clients. Done. Well, that was a very satisfying day. So thanks for watching with me, everybody. I hope you learned something. And I usually broadcast in the mornings whenever I do. So the Pacific Standard Time, early in the morning, like 6. See you around.